Any minute now, the FDA will release a decision on COVID-19 vaccine shots. The idea would be to make it an annual shot, quite similar to the flu shot.
The simplified approach aims to cut down on confusion behind doses. Reporter Michael George is showing us the potential changes.
The FDA says we're at a point in the pandemic where it's time to reevaluate the nation's approach to COVID-19 vaccines.
We continue to be learning more about SARS coronavirus 2, not just about the virus, but also how it causes disease, and especially how rapidly it can evolve.
At a virtual meeting Thursday, the agency's advisory panel discussed whether to adopt a more routine approach, updating the shots every year to combat the latest strains.
FDA envisions an evidence-driven approach, similar in many ways to the process used for influenza vaccines, to monitor and update as needed the composition used in all COVID-19 vaccines.
FDA scientists say many Americans now have sufficient pre-existing immunity because of vaccination, previous infection, or a combination of both, giving them what should be enough protection to move to annual boosters. The agency is also considering transitioning to a single vaccine composition rather than different configurations for the primary series and booster doses.
I think a lot of people have found the recommendations to be very confusing and difficult to keep up with, and the idea here is to simplify that so people can follow those recommendations more easily.
More than 80% of the U.S. population has had at least one vaccine dose, but less than 20% of eligible Americans have received the latest boosters that were authorized in August. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
While most of the general U.S. population will need just a single dose moving forward, the FDA says more than one dose may still be needed for some groups, such as high-risk older adults, persons with compromised immunity, and young children.